What's going on, guys? Welcome back to an Arsenal keep, sell, or loan video. Today on the program we have Leon with us on the channel. Uh, yeah, we're gonna have a 4-3-3 on the side, and we're gonna look at every single player that we have, other than Matt Smith, I guess. So, without further ado, Leon, what can you tell me about Rhys Nelson?
I think Rhys Nelson, I think he's a very promising player.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you mean in terms of like, should we keep him? Should we loan him?
Yeah, what do you
Or
think? Because he's had quite an exciting
oh,
season, actually. Interesting
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah, no doubt. I think definitely keep. I don't think. I mean, he's already gone out on loan quite a few times already. I think he's a player that we should hold on to on the first team for sure.
You think so? Because he's at the FA Cup, but the problem is that we've been actually looking at like a right wing, you know,
Right.
an experienced player, which is a bit weird because like I feel like we're like kind of like halting his development, which is a bit difficult
Mm,
to say. Yeah,
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think Rhys Nelson at his age already. I don't think if we are not looking to keep him, I think we should look to sell him in that case. I don't think.
that's true because I think it all depends on the Willian option. But for me, I personally keep him and not buy Willian. I think that's the right move. But it's really
Yeah,
up to
yeah,
Arteta, I guess. So we're going with
yeah.
keep.
Well, Willian situation, I think we can get into later on.
Yeah, I think we'll go with with keep at the moment, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with keep aubameyang.
I mean, I think that's a fairly simple one. Definitely keep if he wants to
Definitely
stay.
loan, I think. Cause like no, I think of course we'll try to keep him. But I think a
Yeah,
lot of Arsenal fans uh you know it is still possible that, the club that he is sold or something, but definitely I think all of us want him to, be in the starting 11 next season regardless of yeah. So how important is Aubameyang to? Oh my God, how important is Aubameyang to the team?
I mean, he's everything to the team right now. I mean, the stats don't lie. I mean, 22 goals
For
in
a
the
team that
Premier League
finished
season.
eight, yeah, this is just a crazy,
Exactly,
crazy
yeah. I
stat.
mean, for a team which lacks so many chances created, he's really been, I mean, for on a different level from the rest of the players, I think. So, Aubameyang, can't stress his importance. Really hope he stays. I mean, from a personal level,
Mm.
I can kind of understand if he wants to leave, but at the same time, I mean, with what Arteta has done, ever since he's come in with us, you know,
Mm.
getting that European football place, I mean, I think he most likely will, but I can kind of understand if he doesn't, but I really do hope that he does. And Arteta, I think, I don't know if you saw his post-match interviews, he seemed quite confident in getting the deal done.
That's true. That's
So
true.
yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful, and I guess yeah, I really do hope he stays.
I think the interesting thing is whether we play him at left wing or striker next season. Because I have seen reports that we might be selling the next one we'll go to, which is Lacazette. I mean, not selling,
Mhm.
but we're kind of like on the fence with him because I really don't see the point of having two world class strikers when you have zero creative midfielders other than Mesut Ozil at the moment. You know. So what about
Yeah, yeah, no,
Lacazette?
that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Well, if Aubameyang leaves, definitely hold on to Lacazette.
Mm-hmm.
If Aubameyang signs that contract, I can see Lacazette going
Yeah, because
out.
we have Nketiah as well and Martinelli who will be fighting for that striker position. And I think
Yeah,
it's a very tough decision. The only issue is that Lacazette has actually played really well, like in the last few games of the season in terms of hold up play and getting Pepe
yes,
and
yes, I
Aubameyang
completely
to
agree. I was
search
just about
forward.
to say, yeah, he's really. I do see him,
Mm.
in that false nine position. He's actually played very, very well. I think the leading up to the Man City semi-final
Yeah.
first goal is a brilliant example. Him coming back in, switching up the play off to Bellerin. He's really, performed really well in that false nine position. So I think he has been quite an important player, but moving forward, if Aubameyang does sign, if we look at situations like Willian coming in, I think it's going to be hard to justify keeping Lacazette on as well.
This is definitely true because I really want to see Aubameyang at the striker position, considering he scored 22 goals on left wing. He'd probably hit 30 with like a full Mikel Arteta season and a good season
Yeah,
for
no,
Arsenal. Because the
no,
problem
no
is
doubt.
that Saka is like we can't really like keep Saka or Martinelli out of the team. And I mean, there's Nketiah as well. It's a tough one. I'll put Lacazette for maybe we can hold him for the moment, because
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
sure.
think Sell would be. Maybe we'll see after the season. So okay, Granit Xhaka
Keep.
keep. Okay, I think Xhaka's importance. In the past few games, past 8 or 9 games, he's just been incredible. For Arteta, his attitude has changed so much. He
Mm-hmm.
isn't an athletic player in the sense that he isn't very mobile, but his progressive passes are very good. He dictates the whole tempo of the team. He's kind of like a deep lying playmaker. I've seen the memes comparing him to Xabi Alonso. I think it's quite funny, but I don't think he is that far away from that profile of a player. But the thing is, he's about 27 or 26 right now. Is it like
Um, about there, I think.
I
He's
actually
27.
Oh, okay. What do you think? I'll actually go with keep because I think he's still a really instrumental player to Arsenal,
Yeah,
no
yeah, yeah,
matter
no,
what
definitely
what will.
Xhaka
Okay, for Xhaka, we'll
has
put him.
definitely keep
Since we're
for me.
lining up a 4-3-3, we can probably put him in the base because I feel like the other center mids, Arteta will want to be more mobile, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like okay.
Yeah.
How about Eddie and Nketiah?
Eddie,
Should we loan him or keep him? That's the
that's
thing.
a hard one.
Right?
I
Because look at
think,
that. We have Lacazette waiting for a chance to get in the team. We have Nketiah.
yeah, I,
It,
I, I think for me, probably loan, actually.
hmm. The thing is that Leeds United didn't use him that much. I think, which was why. But I
Really,
can't see him.
I thought he played quite a few games.
Is that so? I thought he was recalled precisely because of the lack of first team involvement. I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar.
Like
I
it
thought
wasn't
I thought that
that much. I can't see another club, helping him a lot. But in his performances in this season, there are times that he started before Lacazette in Arteta's mind, so he has to be doing
Mhm.
something right. So in my opinion,
That's a good point. Yeah.
I'll kind of keep him because I don't think he's that far away from Lacazette. When we bought Lacazette, I thought we were buying a 30 goal a season
Big
Olympic
statement.
Lyon striker, but in this calendar year, if I'm not right, he's only scored like 10 league goals in the season, which is a bit concerning. Even though this is our worst season by far, but I don't think he scored that much under Arteta as well. Like he had the goal drought, but the problem is
Yeah, well,
that
I think for Nketiah's situation, I think that, obviously it depends on what happens with the rest of the strikers.
Lacazette
But
especially.
even putting that aside, I think he does have the quality. I'm not
Mm.
sure if I don't think he has the quality to start every week. He's not at that level
I think
yet.
he can definitely start Carabao Cup games and FA Cup games, which is him
Oh yeah,
doing
yeah, no
super
doubt,
well,
no
and
doubt.
he's one of the most important players in our FA Cup run, leading up to
Hmm.
like the final stages. I think we go with like a keep with Nketiah
Yeah, okay, sure.
unless again Nicolas Pepe. Of course, we start him and we keep him, right? What do you think of
Yeah,
Pepe
yeah.
at the end of the season? I mean, towards the end of the
I
season.
mean, I think Pepe for the um was it FA Cup final?
Hmm.
How could I forget?
The crazy goal, right?
He played
Disallowed.
really he played really good. He played really well.
Yeah, and apparently he's been assisting a lot. I think, in from the games that I've
Yeah,
seen,
yeah, yeah. That
especially to
left-footed
Aubameyang.
curler. I mean,
Mm.
is
He does
so
a lot
many
of
goals.
that, like those like
Well,
long balls to
actually, how many assists
Aubameyang.
does he have?
Sorry,
Do you know how many assists he has this season?
is it 6 league assists or something? That's why I read. I think. How many do you think he has in total?
I'm not sure, but yeah, okay, 6 assists in the league, which I mean is not really great, but oh, that's still the highest.
That's crazy. Really? Has anyone got
Apparently.
higher than him in assists? I don't think so. But we did kind of like a three manager season, which is, I guess we'll try to see.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's done very well in the. I think it's a no-brainer as well as a keep. Like, it's not even a keep; it's a start. He starts over Willian
Yeah,
for me if we get Willian, in my opinion. But I think that the thing is
yeah.
that
Well, I mean, yeah. Go on.
I'm concerned because I think Willian. I'm not quite sure if this is true, but I think Willian has been playing on the left wing as well, like for some games.
Yeah, yeah. I think
So,
he can play on the left.
so like yeah, the thing is that Martinelli, which will go on next, is I think he has an injury that will keep him out until the end of the year, which
For I
is
think. Yeah,
terrible,
yeah.
man. What do you think Martinelli's best position is? Left wing or striker?
Ooh. Probably say striker.
That's true. But his idol is like Ronaldo or something. But I do think his runs make him better suited to be a striker, in my opinion. Okay, with Martinelli, I think it's a no-brainer. So I think it's a keep.
Yeah, no, I mean
Unless
Martinelli is one of
PSG
the.
is bidding 500 million and Mbappe for him, then we of course still keep Martinelli, which is
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just on the point of Martinelli, I think Martinelli
a
is
generational
really one
talent.
of the exactly, yeah, one of the bright future prospects, that
He's
I
so
hope
prolific, dude.
we
Like
can hold on
as
to
well.
for a long time.
Definitely.
Either hold on to or
He
like,
signed a
just
4-year
help
deal, I
them.
think,
Right.
this summer, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
Oh,
did,
that's
yeah.
such a relief.
So yeah, looking forward to Martinelli. Hope he continues his development even after that injury.
I think for the sake of this, we'll probably put. There's no other left winger in this option, so I think for the moment we can put Aubameyang on the left.
Yeah.
And okay, who do you think will start next season, striker? I think
Well,
it's
if
still
Lacazette
Lacazette at the
stays,
moment.
definitely Lacazette. Yeah.
Yeah, I can also, even if Lacazette is sold eventually, I can still see him starting the first few Premier League games, because familiarity is like everything, I guess. So Lacazette up top. Okay. Hold on a second. Martinelli goes up. Emile Smith Rowe is a player I'm really excited about because apparently he's really highly rated by the academies and Arteta. And Arteta kind of wants him to use him in like that 8 role, like the David Silva role, in the middle. I remember the goal that he scored. Well, we both saw. Hey, no, I don't think we both saw, but he did score a goal in the preseason in Singapore, if I'm not right, and it was a long range shot.
Is it the one? I don't remember. But are you talking about the one against PSG?
I
That
think
we
it's the
went to
game
see?
before him, actually. Is it? I can't remember, but I know that a lot of Leeds fans like him or something, because I think he's the reason that there's a club that's promoted this season in the Championship because of him, which is like hilarious. Apparently he scored a goal. He was on loan on somewhere in the Championship.
He was on loan at Huddersfield, right?
Yeah, apparently he scored a really important goal, and then another club got promoted. He's like a legend to them or something. I would actually do something crazy. I would put Emile Smith Rowe in the starting 11 next season, because of the shape. Apparently he would do very very well. So it's like a 4-3-3. It's because we can't play any other players here other than probably Ceballos. So apparently there are players who want us to use. Okay, what do you think? Smith Rowe keep or loan or sell?
I mean, definitely keep. I'm not sure if I'll put him in that position particularly. I mean, maybe you can call me more traditional, but I do see him in that
Number 10
forward
role,
three
right?
positions at least. Not.
It's just that I heard that Arteta is not using a 4-2-3-1, and I think he's using a 4-3-3 next season or something, which is a bit weird. Okay, fine. We'll just put him in the keep section for now. I don't think we should loan him because he's the type of profile of player that we basically want to have Ozils that are adaptable, like David Silva, and I think Smith Rowe can be a start. Okay, how about Bukayo Saka?
I mean, do I even need to answer that?
the young player of the season, right? And most of our opinions.
I mean, Saka is second in league assists, right behind.
That's a crazy stat, man. Like
Pepe with 5 assists.
He's
played significantly.
He's played
less
every position almost in this.
Yeah, no, Saka is he's a mad lad.
He's crazy, man. Like, he's played left back, he's played left wing, he's played right wing, right forward, and I
He
think
has,
one
yeah.
game he has played box to box. I'm not kidding. You know what?
Wow.
Screw it. I think I'm gonna put Saka in the starting 11 next season as a left center mid. You have to understand. I think they rate
Okay.
him there because of his defensive skills at left back and his attacking skills.
Mm-hmm.
How is his passing though? His long passing, his true balls.
His crossing has been pretty great, I think.
I think that's the reason why they didn't want to use him in box to box. Because they want to keep him out left. You know, always whipping crosses in.
Yeah. I mean, he has tremendous pace as well.
Okay, I think we'll just put him in the keep for now because we don't have any option to put him there. Okay,
Yeah.
Mesut
Okay.
Ozil.
Well, I mean, like, we can. How about we just sort out the keeps, and then from that keeps, we can switch up the
Yeah,
formations a bit.
that's true. Okay, how about
Yeah.
Mesut Ozil?
Oof. I mean, why don't you answer that?
Mesut Ozil, it's very, very strange situation because Wilshere, I think, came out recently and said that there's gotta be some internal issue because, like, he is such a
Interesting.
brilliant player and he's like the type of player, he's the dream player that, you know, a player like aubameyang thrives on. True balls. Can you imagine Ozil's most prolific season 2015-16 with aubameyang at striker? Like we'd win the league by 20 points
Yeah.
away from Leicester and still concede many at the back. It's because, yeah, in 2015-16 season, I think we were creating crazy amount of chances every single game, but generally it wasn't the
I mean,
most
I
clinical.
think it's such a shame that when we have
really is.
Ozil in his chances created, like on the level of like De Bruyne, and in that season we don't have a quality striker, and then now we have
Like, well,
Aubameyang, and then we lack
yeah, we lack
chances
any
created. I
penetration
think
from like the midfield.
it's so
It's
comical.
crazy. It's a sad
Yeah,
situation.
it's a shame.
I do think that there is really no way back for Ozil though. You know,
I agree.
three managers.
I mean, in the situation, in the system, sorry, that Arteta with the high press, the system that we play in, I don't think Ozil really suits. I think Ozil is really, he flourishes in situations where he's free to do what he wants. He can kind of roam around,
It's just the
and
game
it
is
doesn't
so.
really fit the sort of philosophy that Arteta has kind of brought in. I think.
Which
I
is
mean,
like,
personally, I think that's probably the biggest reason why he kind of fell out. I mean, I don't know about what
it's
Wilshere
weird,
has
right?
been
Because
saying, but
Arteta has been playing him for quite a bit. I went to see the lineups in the games, and Arteta has always been playing this 4-2-3-1 with Ozil at number 10. But I think, I don't know. I don't think Ozil played that well either. You know, in those lines of games, which is crazy.
yeah, I mean, it could be some like imaginary thought in my head, but I do remember the first few games that Arteta came in and also was starting. You could kind of see a lot of the players, trying to push forward, but also just kind of like jogging, just not really tracking back, just like kind of being who he is. I mean, I don't really
That's
think.
the thing. If Ozil had David Silva's like defensive contribution, Kevin De Bruyne, those players are camps as well. They just adjusted to the league, you know. And it's crazy. There's a reason why Mesut Ozil's FIFA defensive rating is I think a 24 or something, and I think his tackling is like a 15 or a 14, which is just crazy. I think every player in the modern game, even in the midfield especially, you should be able to tackle. You should be able to intercept. You should be able to press. But Ozil is sadly, his work rates defensively is actually very, very low. And
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I rate him as a player. I think we all do. Ozil is a fantastic player. He's a world class player, but
yeah, I
right
think there's
now
no way,
in the
no way
system
back.
that he wants to that Arteta wants to put in, I really don't see him kind of staying. I really wonder what the future is for him, if
He's
he's
1 year,
going to
1 year
see out
left,
his
right?
contract
Yeah.
or if we're going to offload him. Yeah, it's interesting. Do you want to maybe talk on that a bit?
From what I've read, it's almost inevitable that he'll still be staying, but he'll probably play like FA Cup games or something. It's a really sad end unless he does something crazy. Apparently the season where he was like close to his contract, he's that type of like Theo Walcott player that performs super well when his contract is up for renewal. So maybe he could do some Zidane masterclass or something. I'm gonna put keep in this scenario because I think there is no club in the world that wants him at that salary range. You know.
Yeah, well, the other thing that I saw recently was, I forgot how much, but for example, theoretical, if his, remaining was 15 million.
Yep.
If we kind of give him 10, and then we tell him to move on, because either way we will have to end up paying 15, right?
Yep.
So the situation is to,
If we could even save 5 million, that would be good.
Yeah, exactly. It's still something better than just, watching him not even sit on the bench, just not even coming to games.
I think he would have like 20 assists a season at MLS or something. I don't know if that's like a really stupid opinion, but
I mean, MLS is still, I think, still too early for him. I think he can still go somewhere and do really well.
I don't think so, man. But yeah, it's
Oh really? You think Ozil's past his prime? Okay, yeah. Because I don't agree that he's. I also agree that he's past his prime.
I think he's past his prime.
I don't think he's, that bad though. He's still a quality player.
Because Arteta actually gave him a chance. I remember Youngbird say something like he doesn't want to play Ozil or anything, and Arteta specifically said that, everybody gets a second chance. Everybody gets a fresh slate, for me, and Ozil wasn't there, and still he did something so wrong that he was like doing something so wrong. I have to believe that he's not even on the bench or anything. For the. Screw it. Let's just put sell. But I think he's not gonna generate any money at all. I think it'll be zero.
Yeah, no, I don't think we can even sell him. It's either we kind of like
it's like
offer him off with us paying some wages. I don't think anyone's gonna like actually splash money to buy him and pay his wages. That's just ridiculous, I think.
Correct. I think
I get what you mean by the sell, by you putting in the sell section.
On further thought, the debate's quite interesting because he does have 1 year on his contract left, so 350k for every month, 350k a week. That's a 1.4 million a month, and if you times that to 12, that's like that's around like 15-16 million. I could see a club just buying him for $0 and just paying his wages, I guess, and spreading his wages out to further years. That could be the option for him. Okay, I think we spent too long on Ozil. We're just gonna put Ozil here for like $0, which is a shame. Torreira I would sell because I think he doesn't fit into the plans of Arteta. What do you think about Torreira? He's a very gifted player, but I just think he doesn't fit the system.
Yeah, sorry, I kind of my connection was a bit bad. You were saying?
Okay, Torreira's like a fantastic player, but I don't think he fits the system that Arteta has, and I think we should move him on.
I don't know. I have a soft spot for him.
Why?
I like him. No, cause I like that he is that defensive tackling midfielder. The midfielder who wins back the ball really well. Oh,
Unai Emery sees him as a number 10. Which is crazy because Ever Banega, who plays CDM now, I think Emery used him as a 10, which is, I don't know, man. Like,
wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I think that's what Emery sees everybody as a defensive. As a number.
Okay,
why keep Torreira though? I don't think he fits the system.
Yeah. No. I don't think he does. I think if we get him for the right price, he should move on. Yeah.
But the sad
thing
is
I still have a soft spot for him.
I think the contract is going to end soon, apparently. So I think we can only probably get 20 million for him. I think it's a sell. I think 60 million. That okay?
Yeah. Okay.
It's really sad because I think we got Torreira for more expensive than that, right? Maybe 35 million or something.
Can't remember, but
it's a weird thing because he's not even an Emery type player, because Emery really likes like players like Nzonzi, like destroyers. And so okay, how about Ceballos?
I do hope that we can get him on a permanent. 20 million.
I heard 20 million
pounds.
So we just sell Torreira and we buy Ceballos for 40 million.
Okay, interesting, yeah.
And since Ceballos is our only like established number 8, I don't know how creative he is of a player though in this role, but I think
Yeah,
he's
that's the
good enough
thing.
to play
If
him here.
if I don't think he can kind of, he doesn't really suit that number 10 style position though, right? He's more
But
of like a box
it's not
to
really a 10,
box.
right? This new style of play, like 4-3-3, they're kind of like
Mm.
between tens and eights. I have to say, like David Silva and like
Yeah,
Guardiola
okay.
puts Silva there, puts De Bruyne there. I think he's put Bernardo Silva there as well. He's put Phil Forward in there. I think he's put even Mahrez there at some point. I think
Right,
that's
right. But
the
I'm just thinking like if okay, I mean, I'm not sure what we're gonna put in the last position in the
mm,
midfield, but if we do get someone like Partey in there, I don't
I
see
don't see Partey
a
playing in that number eight
player.
actually. Like, I see Partey playing in Xhaka's position that I have right now, which is
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking originally, but you put him there, so I thought maybe you're gonna
oh
put Partey there. But yeah, I mean, even if Shaka were to play alongside with Ceballos, right, we still are lacking that, creative
creative force,
midfield.
right? Yep.
Yeah, creative force. So
Which is
that's
worrying.
that's where I'm kind of
That's why I
a
recommended putting
bit.
ESR there, but again he's too young, I guess. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that's my main concern.
Mm.
I mean, I think we'll get to Partey later, but if we
Mm.
get Partey in there, how we're going to utilize the three players that we have. If we get Ceballos as well, that Shaka, Partey, Ceballos combo, I don't really see the three of them playing together
Mm-hmm.
necessarily. I mean, it could work, but I do see like that we're lacking some aspects on the creative side.
Definitely. Uh,
Yeah.
it's a bit difficult. I think we'll just leave it here first for the 4-3-3 because I do not think Arteta will go to a 4-2-3-1 or a 3-4-3 like we did because I feel like
Mm,
Arteta's going this 3-4-3 just so that we can get results at the short term to
yeah,
get the
yeah.
30 million. So I'm just gonna lay it as 4-3-3. I'm gonna put Ceballos here because it's weird, but I don't think there's any other better centre mid that we have in the team right now that would play in that role. How about Guendouzi? I don't think he even fits that type of profile. He's more of a box to
Yeah,
box.
I mean, his qualities aside, I think team chemistry, team philosophy is a no match, So,
Mm. It's a shame because he was like 50 million, 60 million market value, I think, last year. And now I think Arsenal offered 35 million or 30 million and Guendouzi for Partey, which would value Guendouzi at 15 to
whoa.
20 million. And Atletico still rejected it. So it's a bit
Oh, really?
scary. So
Damn. I
we,
thought I
we were
thought we
kind of
could get
like,
like 40 mil. Is that too naive to think we could get
I,
40 mil
I
for
think
Guendouzi?
I think that's not naive, but I think everyone's market value has also dropped because of the pandemic.
Oh,
But I
true,
think it's
true.
possible that we can get 30 million for him. I mean, Liverpool sold like Danny Ings for 30 million. Why can't we get a 20-year-old super promising, you know, midfielder, box to box
Yeah,
for 30
yeah.
million?
No, I
I'm
mean
gonna put him at.
Guendouzi has a bright future. This
Mm,
is no doubt. I mean, if he can sort out his,
apparently,
you know,
we shot ourselves in the foot by putting him in the party deal because we kind of like put our valuation on him in that deal for like 15
oh,
million, which
true.
is kind of disgusting. I feel because he's not worth 15 million. That's just crazy. I'll put him in the sell category. I think we can probably nail realism in. We could probably get 25 million from him. I think that's not too bad of a deal, I guess.
I mean, I think that's a little, but sure, 25.
I would even go 20 million because the club shows that they want to get rid of him at all costs, and that just drives the player's value even down even more.
That's a fair
I'm
point,
gonna
yeah.
go conservative on this one. I'm gonna go 20 million. Let's go 60 million now. I'm gonna sell
Okay.
Guendouzi. Any club should just go and grab that player. Joe Willock, I want to sell as well. I do not think he has a future here.
Yeah, I agree.
How much can you get for him? 10 million?
10 million seems fair, I think.
Yeah, I think that seems fair. I think there are
I
clubs
mean,
that will
he's
probably pay
a
lesser
English
actually.
player as well. He's still
Oh,
pretty
that's
young.
true. It's true. I could see him. The thing is that I don't see him starting at any Premier League club, even like West Ham or like
Yeah, I don't
Aston
see it
Villa.
also, actually.
He could probably start at a Championship club. I'm gonna go with like 8 million. I think that seems fair. Maybe 7 million. Let's go 67 million. Okay, Calum Chambers. Oh
Okay.
god, this is a sad one. What do you think?
I mean, I'll hold on to him still,
Really?
personally, I think.
How
You
how
you want to
how,
sell
how
him?
long does his contract run up to? If you can search.
Yeah.
Personally, I would sell him because I don't think he's that good as a fullback. He's a very technical player at defense. I think he had a future ahead of him for center defensive mid, but I think he doesn't start above center backs like even Mustafi, which is a bit of a
Yeah,
controversial
no, that's
opinion. But
true.
I don't know
But
how he
I
is.
mean, I don't think
Oh.
it's fair to him though. I mean, I know football can be cruel, but I mean, he's been out injured for
That's true.
how long? God knows how long.
I think it's
And-
crazy we can even sell Torreira, Ozil, Guendouzi, and Willow in the same window as well. So I think Chambers we're gonna probably have to keep him.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't.
But
And
I don't see
the other thing is he's injured. I don't think any club is
Yeah, that's true.
gonna take the gamble on him either.
That's true.
And just for your information,
Mm.
his contract expires 2022.
Oh, I think there's still
So-
some time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we were to sell, we will have to sell him
No.
next season, which
Mm.
2021, right?
But Arsenal is pretty bad in terms of like we always sell players that after their worst season, which kind of brings their valuation down so much. Okay, how about Pablo Mari? So for Calum Chambers we keep him. He's kind of like he's up in the air. Might play as a
Yeah,
bench player,
I mean,
but
if we get a good offer, I don't mind selling, but I don't think any offers will come in anyways.
Okay, how about we sell Calum Chambers for like 15 million? That's crazy, man. Okay,
That's
I'm gonna
crazy,
go
yeah.
15.
No, I mean, I don't think any club is gonna come in for him anyways.
Well,
But
because of his injury, right? Okay. Then maybe we don't. We came here. Pablo Mari, he just signed a new deal. It seems like
Yeah.
Arteta really rates him.
Yeah,
Because he's a left-footed centre back who's like a ball-playing
Mhm.
defender as well. I'm not sure if his defense is really good, but I hear that his passing abilities are so good. So
yeah,
of course
I
we
mean,
play him.
we haven't really seen him in an Arsenal shirt.
We saw him for like
'cause,
3 minutes in the City game. I
We
think.
saw him a little bit, and then the pandemic,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he started the first game. He's out. Like, I don't think we can kind of really evaluate him
know what's
from an
crazy?
Arsenal player perspective. But I mean, from looking at highlights, he's good.
What's crazy is I would start him at the left centre back, or like for next season. I'm just gonna take a gamble. Our squad is really weird at the moment. Okay, Socrates.
Yeah. Wait. How about this? How about we kind of like see who we keep for defenders, and then we.
Okay, fine. Then we'll just put him
Because
here.
there are quite a few like
Oh, that's
that
true.
I
That's
would
true.
sell, keep. It's a bit.
It can be confusing. Okay, we'll go with your format. Socrates.
Sell, I think.
Yeah, I think we'd sell him because the thing is that he is. I actually rate Socrates. I think he's a really good defender. I think at Unai Emery's like first season, I think he was one of the only proficient defenders that when we lost Koscielny, he was I think he was a super important player in our team and probably our leading centre back. And the reason Arteta doesn't rate him probably is because of his passing abilities, which is a bit haphazard. I think we sell him. I think he doesn't go for much because he's kind of old.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when he came in, I don't think anyone was expecting him to, be a game changer, but I think he did come in with, experienced player, and to that extent, he has performed. I mean, I wouldn't say he's performed really well, but
it's weird because I would actually consider him to be like a world-class centre back at one point in time, especially his Dortmund days. But I think when he was joining us, he was on the decline a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, if we look at post-pandemic, he's played like
Barely, I think.
5 minutes, 10 minutes. I guess 10 minutes, including all that 7-minute stoppage time. Without that, I think he probably played like 3 minutes of like regular time.
That's true.
So I mean, I don't think Arteta really sees him. So I mean, if we can move on, that would be good. I think maybe like 10, 15? Is that
I
too
think we'll go
generous?
10 or like maybe we can
10?
go 13 million just to balance out that number.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, 13 million. Apparently this is definitely not Arsenal's budget because I think it's apparently very difficult to.
Yo, and I think
we go
should be
10 million.
pounds, man.
Oh, that's true. But I think it's okay at the moment because I think for pounds, I'm just not good with the conversion. I guess I guess you can put in pounds, but I don't think I have the symbol here either.
Oh, I mean, I thought we were looking at it in terms of pounds values.
Oh, I'm not super sure about the exchange value, but I think you're right. I think
Oh,
we can
okay,
go
okay.
with.
Never mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's okay. How
Okay.
about Devin Louise? He signed a new deal.
Yeah.
Okay, Devin Louise, he can go and keep, I guess. I
Do
think
you
he
see
can
him in a
starting
starting position?
at the moment. Yes,
Interesting.
because he's a libero or something. Like he's a ball playing defender, and
Yeah,
he assists a lot. You know, on the left. Not assist, but
that's
he does
true.
key passes. You know.
But the whole, he can't play in a back four. What are your thoughts on that?
Uh. Huh. No, I think he can play in the back four. It's just that
Really?
Arsenal's midfield is very haphazard at sometimes. So
Hmm.
I think if he plays next to
Interesting.
Kieran Tierney and another experienced defender, I think he can play. You know, because I
Okay.
think Tierney does track back a whole lot. And I think David Louise. It's not just that I don't put him here because he is super good at one game in the next. It's just that his philosophy, I think, his philosophy really aligns with Arteta, which is the whole passing ball playing defender. And then he's basically like Pablo Mari, but an experienced center defender. But again, there's just question marks on his consistency. But I think at the moment we really don't have any
Yeah,
other
yeah. I
center
think
back, so I think
that's
he's
the biggest thing for me is
the
his
consistency, right?
defensive consistencies. Yeah, I think
Apparently,
passing range, all that is top class.
mm,
Though I don't think he has really had that high of a pass rate percentage, but recently at least. But yeah, the main issue for me is his defensive contributions, defensive consistencies. So
yeah.
I mean, for me personally, I would actually put Mustafi ahead of him.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, the Mustafi, that we saw prior to his injury, at least, not
Hmm.
the old Mustafi.
It's weird because I'm not a big fan of Mustafi still, even after the coaching and organization that Arteta brings to him. And I would actually, okay, let's skip Hector for like the time being, but I would actually put him in sell
Okay, interesting.
because I see this as a chance for us to get at least a little bit more on the valuation of Mustafi
How
and
much
to
did
get.
Mustafi cost actually?
I
Did
think
he
he
cost a
cost a
lot of
lot of
money?
money. He cost more than Alexis Sanchez, if I'm not right. Like I think Alexis Sanchez cost 32 million, and I think Mustafi cost 35, which is. I think right now Mustafi only fetches 12 million or something. So
Yeah,
did
he
we
joined
put
for
Socrates' money here?
41,
Oh my god. Okay, wait. Let's just put
41
Socrates at 12
pounds.
million and Mustafi at 11 million, and
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we can get like 15 for him. Will be
I really
fair, I
don't
think.
think so, because I think in this pandemic it's really difficult. You gotta understand that Arsenal's wages are really high, and these players are not going to better clubs. They're going to, clubs that have more limitations in terms of their wage bills. So
Mm-hmm. Well, another interesting thing is Mustafi's contract runs out next summer.
oh, then I think it's a sell
So
because we're not gonna renew it, right? I don't know,
yeah,
man.
that's a fair point. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna put Mustafi here.
Ooh,
It's a
I
s-
mean, yeah. I mean, if we look at,
it's a
he
tough
is the
one.
best option to sell right now, at least.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
If we are looking to keep the rest.
But again,
So yeah,
I
I mean,
can empathize with you because he's had such crazy good games, you know. Huh.
yeah. I
I
mean,
think I'm gonna.
he's still. It's a hard one because,
You
he
never
he
know with
has played
Mustafi,
pretty
man.
well, but
The old Mustafi does
exactly,
show sometimes, like the
that I
Tottenham
still
game.
have some PTSD when I do see him
The
kind of like
Tottenham game
wobble around.
when he was sliding Harry Kane and Harry Kane didn't
Oh
dive.
yeah, no,
Oh
that
my
one was
god.
like back. That was like old Mustafi, yeah,
Yeah.
back again.
I think it depends on that though. But
Yeah.
you know what? I'll keep him at the moment because I don't know if we have many experienced center backs. Okay, how about Hector
Okay.
Bellerin? Of course we
Keep.
Of course we keep, right? Because he's been playing very good. He's in Lille.
Yeah,
So. And of course he's gonna be our starting right back for next season. I think there's no question about it.